peace and love. Y'all know what it is. Bond Simmons, TNR Network, Teach and Reveal. That's what I came to do. Now, last week on Monday Night Football, Buffalo Bills player Demar Hamlin suffered a nasty situation out.
The break here in Cincinnati.
That's not what any of us want to see, and everybody's around him, and just hope that he's going to be okay.
He almost died, man, if it wasn't for the quick acting, medical attention they gave him right there on the field, CPR and things like that. Man, he would be gone right now. So we want to thank God that the brother's still with us. I always know about the dangers of football, right? And I always said this because personally, I don't support the NFL in no kind of way. You know what I mean? They actually make me don't even like a football, man. When the football and the game is beautiful. I played it growing up and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the game, I can say I actually do love the game of football. But the NFL has snatched that taste right out of my mouth, pause. You know what I mean? Because it's like a plantation. It's like the new plantation. That's neither here nor there. The point is that, with the quarterbacks, we're starting to see more black quarterbacks now, but it was once in a blue moon, and before that, it never even existed. And right now, it's still not even a fair shake. So it's still, some prejudices as far as, team owners not wanting to have a black man be the face of their franchise, right? Because, the quarterback is the face pretty much, right? So that's always been a problem. Coaching, that's alive. They got about one, maybe two. You know what I mean? In the history, I know they got the Pittsburgh Steelers guy. You know what I mean? And whoever else, I don't know. Like I said, I've stepped away from. I've been boycotting the NFL since the Colin Kaepernick incident. Let me just finish it up now, right? The three levels, right? We got the players, right? Quarterback. We have the coaching, the management, right? That's coaching, offensive coordinators and all of that. Like these they don't, it all falls back on the owners, the team owners. They don't want to put African American, a man of color, in a position of power or a position of being the face of their franchise. That is extreme racism. You know what I mean? So, and then the third part, ownership, we ain't got to talk about that, right? It's not going to happen. That's a good old boys club where over their dead body would you be involved in it, man? That's something I know black people are making a lot of progress in this country. But, and I believe that we're going to get there. We're going to get there. I'm not saying that's never going to happen, but that's not going to be easy. And that's going to come with clear indication that we don't want you here, I believe. I believe that's going to be met with some resistance. And I think the proverbial shit may hit the fan when that starts to come to, when that starts to happen. And that's the thing about these football players. A lot of these guys have been dedicating their life to football. They've been playing this game since they was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, man. And it's sad that, you dedicate your life to something so much and it's not going to take care of you, man. So that's why it's not a smart investment. I mean, especially for a black man, but for any man in general. I'm not just going to make it about black and white, but just to know that as a black man, you're going to be carried with a more disregard, with more disdain. Like you're going to be even disrespected more. This is why I say the NFL. Not why would you want to play football. Football is a game. I can understand why would you want to play the game. It's a beautiful game. Why would you want to play for the NFL? NFL players, that didn't stand with Kaepernick, I blame y'all. Because we had an opportunity. And they can't play football without us, man. It ain't no NFL. It ain't no billions, trillions of dollars that they making without us, bro. How would you let somebody make billions of dollars off you that hate you and then won't even give you, what you're worth? It's crazy, man. This Demar Hamlin dude almost lost his life. I think he's in like the second year of his contract or something. So he's not even entitled to his money. But now what they're doing is they're gonna pay him his full salary. I'll put the numbers up there, what it was supposed to be, what he was supposed to get, but now they're paying him his full salary. And you know why they're doing that? Because it's a lot of attention on this Demar Hamlin. Everybody's watching this. If the NFL don't take care of that man, it's gonna cost. If they didn't get that man that little $50,000 that they owe him, that would have wound up costing them millions of dollars, right? Because even the good white folk would have had to stand up and say, "Oh no, this is unacceptable." Not like the Colin Kaepernick, you know what I mean, standing for you, but everybody would have had to stand for that. And that would have been a stain on the NFL.
In football, very little is guaranteed. There's some signing bonuses, but most of those contracts are, you get paid to play. You don't get paid to get hurt. You don't get paid to sit, in the training room. Sometimes it's a garbage bag and a security guard at the gate of the facility and says, I need your parking pass. Here's all your stuff. Like the next day I go to the doctor because I was hurt and they were like, yeah, you don't have coverage. So my coverage ended, the minute I got pushed out of the locker room, and handed all my stuff, and it was over. I mean, there's no here's what you do now, here's what you do next. It's you're done. And they've, tried to strong arm me into an injury settlement, taking a few $1,000s, when I have a contract that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I have medical bills, and I was put in a room and told, and this is the other part of kind of the collusion that goes on here is that, a coach who's been in the league for 40 years looks you dead in the face and says, you need to sign a piece of paper or, I'll call every team and make sure you don't play again. I know everybody in this league. I mean, the deal they offered me wouldn't have covered the cost of a single MRI. And I would have waived my medical insurance forever for a neck injury for $10,000. It wouldn't cover 10 minutes of having a specialist look at it. And, luckily I was in a position where, I had a great education. I had a strong, family there to support me. And I was able to look at the general manager of the team and say, go fuck yourself. And I'm like, I'm leaving, this is it. I'm done. Like, this is the defining moment. I will never play football in this league again. Yeah. I mean, the concept of a multi-billion-dollar business trying to remove, a right that every worker has to, workman's comp in every state, to specifically say that football is exempt from that, which they've passed now in a few states, is completely insane. That these guys are profiting, hundreds of millions of dollars a year, and they're worried about paying for, the same insurance that we make a guy who gets up on a ladder and paints a house has to get for his workers, that they're unwilling to pay for that.
If you're an NFL player, if you're in the NFL Players Association and you go for that, and that's not to come down on your athletes. They're taking advantage, but as an athlete, man, playing sports, man, you got to go to class, man. You got to learn business, man. You got to understand. I mean, at the very least, understand the NFL, study the NFL, study the contract rules, just things like that. That's just crazy to me. That just make me look at NFL players with the rock eye. Like, I mean, what are you doing? Last people I'm trying to start beef with is all my brothers in the NFL. I don't need a bunch of 300-pounders looking for me. You know what I'm saying? But it hurts to see my brothers go through this. I feel for my brothers because I love my people. You know what I mean? So to see my people taking advantage of it, yeah, it hurts me. It makes me angry. A few of those things. You know what I mean? Also, it's like we have to educate ourselves, bro. They're not making us do this. You know what I mean? We choosing to do this ourselves. It's been a week. He's not on his feet yet. He's halfway there. When he got consciousness, he said he was worried about the game. Bruh, if he could play, like if he make it back and probably another year, he, get his heart back up and start running. If he ever stepped foot back on that field, bro, he's an idiot. I don't care, but he'll be an idiot if he ever stepped foot on that field, man. The hell is wrong? You almost died on the field, bro. You almost literally died getting hit to your chest. If you go do that again, then you wouldn't mind if you died now. If the only way I'm expecting him to go back is if he say, I don't give a fuck if I would have died. If he's happy to be alive right now, then he should never be thinking about playing football again. Because they're going to run you into the ground. They're going to try to kill you. They're going to try to kill you. I mean, not maliciously for violent reasons, maybe. But just because they want to win. They're going to try to kill you.
Merck Pharmaceutical Company pulling its arthritis drug called Vioxx off the market after a new study disclosed that it could increase the risk of heart attacks and stroke.
Until Vioxx was banned and took off the shelves in America, I had bottles of it. It's a league of hypocrisy. As much as they want to punish this guy or that guy for performance-enhancing drugs, they're using performance-enhancing drugs in their own mind. We'll pump all you guys full of this stuff so you don't feel nothing when you're out there. It's just a fix for the interim and the immediate to keep you on the field. It's not the doctor's decision. It's can you go? That's the question asked. Can you go?
Marlins will try to improbably cause of taking a 2-zip lead in New York.
And that season had a massive concussion, knocked unconscious during a game. That ball was dropped unbelievably in the protocol and how they went about that. Instead of, whoa, this kid just got a concussion. We know it. We've seen it. No, we're going to just pick him up, wake him up with the ammonia caps, take him to the sideline, and see if he can go or not before we take him to the locker room, act like we're doing something, and then bring him back out and sit him on the bench some more. Instead of taking him to the hospital, which we should do.
And if you're not on that field, you're not getting paid. So they looking at it like they pay you to play football, not to sit on the bench, not to be a part of the team, which is crazy, man. Because you get workers' comp from anything, man. You could go at McDonald's and slip and fall and be out of it and get paid. But the NFL won't. It's the new plantation, man. If you run up and down and bang into each other all day, who the hell's going to do that? Who's not going to have to sit out a game? And I don't understand why why brothers is trying to play football. That's like dudes lining up at plantations to pick cotton. Like, why would you be lining up to pick cotton? You could do something else, man. When that happened with Colin Kaepernick, if everybody said, yo, we not playing till y'all give him, it would have been it. If we would have just had each other back. If y'all use that same team concept for your people. But you just all about football. Football head ass motherfuckers, man. Big football heads, man. I'm going to start referring to football players as football heads, man. That's what I'm going to start doing, man. You're football heads, man. And I don't want to disrespect my brothers, man. Like I said, I war not against flesh and blood. I war against principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places. So I'm attacking the NFL and what the NFL stands for, right? It's not personal against my brothers. I love y'all personally. But where y'all at right now, where y'all positioned in this spiritual war right now is doing the devil's work. And I don't want to talk too long while I'm angry because I don't want to spread negativity and negative energy. I need somebody to tell me, man, if you play football, if you're aspiring to play football, why? Why? I understand. Don't tell me about the love of the game. It's a great game. Why are you trying to be down or be a part of the NFL? Why are you so eager to be a part of this organization, situation, business, company? Why? Why? Not why you playing the game. Why are you down with the NFL? And if you're telling me just because they love of the game, that's sad. That's dumb. That is dumb. That's like saying I'm going to have unprotected sex with a beautiful female and I know she has a deadly disease just because I want to feel good. It's going to kill you, bro. It's dangerous. It hates you. It's not for you. Don't you just want to feel good? That's crazy, man. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. The mentality. I guess I can't understand it. I guess your need to feel good supersedes your need for righteousness, supersedes your needs for spirituality, supersedes your needs for, anything else. I guess it's your happiness above all. And for that, I can't support you. And you're a football head. That's it. You're a football head. And NFL stands for nigga for life. I know what I'm here to do. TNR. Teach and reveal. Truth and reality. Gonna tumble and rise. You heard? Peace and love to everybody on the planet. Hit that notification, subscribe, and all that stuff that the other YouTubers beg y'all to do. Do it for me too. Alright? Peace and love, y'all, for real, from the bottom of my heart. I know y'all don't know y'all. Y'all might hear that like, yo, why was this nigga? No, you keep saying you love me. once you have an awareness and you appreciate God and you know that we are all in God's image, you love God, you love the man, you love your brothers, you love your sisters, you love everybody. You love the humans, you love life. And you look at people and you say, I love y'all. You know, we may see eye to eye. You may not be operating out of your spirit. You may just be reactive to whatever. You may be operating off of your head, over your situations. But me, a man that's operating out of my spirit, knowing that I love God and knowing what I'm here and knowing what we share in commonality with the Most High and how we are blessed together and we are truly brothers and we are all a part of each other and a part of the Most High. I love you, for real. For real. I love you, man. Bone Simmons, teach and reveal. That's what we here to do. Peace and love. I'm out.